Well, I was born down in the Southland 20-some odd years ago. I ran away for the first time when I was only 4 years old. I'm a freeborn man, born my home is on my back. I know every inch of the highway, every foot of back road, every mile of railroad track.
All right, folks, here we are. 30 years of marital bliss. And how do we celebrate it? Answer.
Oh, you're asking me? Overnight hiking.
Overnight hiking, backpacking, land between the lakes at the south end of the north-south trail. We'll keep you updated if we survive. All right, so here we are. How long did we hike, Tina?
About an hour and a half.
An hour and a half in to an old homestead called Kirkland's Camp Spring. Right behind the camera, there's a little spring. It's got some water in it, not a whole lot. If we need any, I'm sure we can get enough out of there to run through the water filters. Finally got a fire started. It was a job. I was bound and determined not to use a big lighter, and it took a while to find stuff dry enough out here. I was lucky I had some fat wood with me. But I finally got it, found a down cedar tree, which helped a lot. It was all good and dead and off the ground. Fixing to sit back and enjoy some Mountain House lasagna, and probably eat more preservatives than in every pickle jar we've got at home. We plan on staying out here tonight and hiking back in tomorrow. Like I said, we are celebrating our 30th year anniversary, 1989. Any regrets? I have one.
What's that?
I just wish I had found you sooner.
I was only 16. You couldn't have found me any earlier.
That's true. Well, I was lucky enough to find 3 good down, I believe a couple of them's poplar limbs, to make a tripod where we can boil our water over our campfire and not have to worry about cranking up the stove. So that was good. Hopefully it'll get the water boiling before too long. All right, Tina's still asleep. Got the coffee water on. Got some oatmeal warming up. All good this morning. Well, it's morning. Slept good.
Surprisingly, 8 o'clock.
Second round of coffee. Getting ready to hike out. Any final thoughts, Mom?
I'm just really impressed by the sleeping mats. That was one thing that was concerning me, was being able to sleep comfortably. And it was surprisingly comfortable.
I agree. This is one of the old home sites along the trail. There's actually the brick here that's around the fire pit, I think came from a fireplace in the old building that was over here to back to my left. Tin laying all over the ground where the roof had fell in. There's a spring right across the road. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. We didn't come back in here far, about 1.5 miles, but we've had a good time. Today we'll be hiking back out, headed back home as soon as we get enough Java in our veins. Had 3 deer come in just 30 yards this morning when I was making coffee. And I wasn't trying to be quiet, but they just were there, and I picked up the little piece of canvas we had down for a little mat outside the tent, and I was shaking it off, and I saw them when they flagged and went up the hill a little ways. They never did run completely off. Walked up there's a little trail that comes down that ridge.
Might have been some of the stuff I heard last night.
Lots of owls.
Ooh,
They were all over the place.
loud.
All right.
I think we're boiling.
Here's to another fabulous 30 years, babe. Yeah, I know how to make my points. 2/10 of a mile. Well, the first two leaving camp. All the way uphill. Pretty good little stride. So this is the trail that we're on.
This is where we started.
Point again, babe. Started up at the
Where the
information center.
And then we hiked into right here, which is about 1.5 miles.
Yep.
To the spring
So that 12 is where we were.
last night.
We're up here just a little bit from it. It's a pretty good trail. It's got several trails that shoot off from it. It goes all the way down to Kentucky Lake.
I think that's 7 miles
Yep.
from 1 to 14.
I think that's about right.
Well, I was born down in the Southland 20 some odd years ago.